My name is Martin Czygan. I currently work as an open data engineer at the Internet Archive. And the work that I'm presenting here is the work of many people, and I merely put together some slides. So what is the problem? Journals vanish. There was a recent research publication with the title "Open is Not Forever, a study of vanished open access journals." And there was some news coverage in Nature and other publications about it, which highlights the problem that open access doesn't mean that it's accessible forever. The Internet Archive, with support from the Andrew Mellon Foundation, started a focused effort in 2017 to find and preserve these long-tail open access publications. And we have a recent blog post about this topic. Very briefly, we use various approaches to do that using existing aggregator services, which is our top-down approach to find metadata and also understand what we already have archived, which we call our bottom-up approach. Out of this project came a site which is visible or live at fatcat.wiki. It's an editable wiki-like catalog. With an account, you can update and add metadata manually. We have an HTTP API that allows to programmatically work with the data at api.fatcat.wiki. It's a version 0 of an API, usable. We use it internally all the time, but we don't make any stability guarantees. You see, and we count on humans, on robots or bots rather, working together. So we see contributions from people on the metadata, and there's a review process in place to actually move this forward. And we also have a lot of bots and the changelog where all the bots kind of write out the changes. They get new metadata or they associate metadata with a archived copy that we have archived. So I just want to briefly show you, I don't have a lot of time, but I want to show you the site. So basically this is Fatcat Wiki. You can have an account, you can edit things, you can search things, see the metadata, and if we have a full text for it, you see the various places where we found the full text and the archived copy. So I invite you just kind of take a look at the site. We also track the preservation status. So given the information that we have about journals, we try to estimate the preservation status of that journal. So let's just look at an example. Here's a journal. We have the homepage and we have some metadata on it. We know about 120 releases, and some of them are accessible, and for some we don't know. We don't have a copy yet. We can also do this for, we can see this coverage, preservation coverage per container, like a journal, broken down by year. And we can also do that for a very generic search about some topic. And basically this goes to our index and looks how many of the things that match these keywords have some preservation available, like grouped by year or grouped by release type, like journal articles or data sets or reports and stuff like that. So this is all possible today, but there are a couple of developments going on. We try to continuously improve along various axes. So we have a Fatcat Wiki stats site. We're currently at about 100 million metadata items. We have around 27 million full text. We have around 1 billion references, so citations that we extract from the metadata. And we try to improve on all these axes, which is an ongoing work. We also try to make this corpus of scholarly literature accessible and searchable. We don't have an official site yet, but I would like to show you our staging site, which is called scholar-qa.archive.org, where you can basically full text search over 25 million publications and also include some special things that we have at the archive. I just want to mention, and it's a totally different story. We have a microfilm collection, basically a very specific digitization project that is included in this catalog alongside all the other PDFs. We are in the process of deriving a citation graph data set. through explicit metadata. This is the 1 billion citation strings that we have already, and implicit reference extraction and matching with from the PDFs that we have with a tool called Grobit, which was, I think, mentioned in the chat already. It's a great tool. And we also try to extend the preservation to reference entities within the full text, like sites, data sets, and stuff like that. And we are also very interested in collaborations. We are currently, for example, partnering with DOAJ to improve open access preservation mechanisms for journals. Yeah, and with that, I just want to show some links. So we make all the data sets that have been produced and kind of collected during this project available at the archive. We have our code at GitHub, our main repository, and a couple of other things are all open source. We have some lightweight chat if you want to chime in. We also have a guide for contributing with like very specific things that we think would be interesting to do. Again, this is we think of that as a collaborative effort, and we are very happy about feedback or ideas. And with that, thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Martin. I have two questions for you. One is from Jacob. He wants to know, can Fatcat wiki be connected with Wikidata, and how to do this?
Yes, we are currently actually have someone who is looking to take all the journal metadata that we like combined and filtered and cleaned and put that into Wikidata. I think it's actually happening right now on the journal metadata level. And the other things we are looking into, like what else we can kind of feed into Wikidata.
Thank you. And there's another question by Copien. How do you figure out what licenses do apply to the articles?
Referring to the previous presenter, data can be really, really messy, and licensing information is typically in the metadata somewhere, and we have like routines to extract this and clean this and normalize this. So we have actually, I think, a majority of these articles have like explicit license stuff, and yeah.
Okay, thank you for this presentation.